Hello friends, welcome to Avengers Python. Today we are going to discuss about what is iteration, and next we will go to see iterator versus iterable, and we are going to see how to loop an iteration, and we will see some 5 examples. Okay, and first we will know the definition of what is iteration. Okay, iteration is a process of repetitive and repeatably and executing a block of code or sequence of operation at multiple times, usually with the goal of processing or manipulating collection of data. In the program, iteration is a fundamental concept that allows developer to perform a task on elements of data collection such as list or array in a system in systematically and collaborate collaborate in manner. Okay, and iteration is commonly performed by using loops such as for loop and while loop. With the loop, the program can execute a block of code repetitively while iterating over the collection of data such as list or tuple. The loop will continuously to execute until the circular condition is met to or up to the mark, such as reaching the end of the data collection or specified number of iteration. Okay, and iterators are another common way of performing iteration in Python. An iterator is an object that allows us to iterate over the collection of data one element at a time, that will iterate at one element at a time. This can be useful while dealing with large data collection or while want to perform a lazy execution. Okay, only yeah, I mean when we want to perform elements lazily, that one. So once we are going to the next function, next function to move to next element in sequence. In use of next function, I'm saying. Uh, that is what is iteration is. Okay, we will see the iterable and iterator versus iterable. Okay, first we will see the iterable, sorry, iterator at iterable. Okay, in usually in Python, and iterable is a object that can be written as an iterator. Okay, that can be written as iterator, while iterable is an object. Okay, sorry, iterable is an object that can returns a iterator. Okay, and while on other hand, or we'll go to iterator is an object that provides a sequence of values and one at a time. Okay, one at a time, and through uses of use to next method. Okay, and an object is a considered as a iterable if it has an iter method that returns a iterator, or if it is implemented that get item method with the sequential integrating arguments starting from zero. We'll see common example of iterable object in Python, including list or tuple or set and dictionary or files and strings also. Okay, and we will go for iterable on is an object. I mean, it is an object that implements the iter function in iter method to return itself, and the next method to return the next value in sequence. Okay, when a iter is executed and having no more values to return. It raises stop iteration. It raises stop iteration. It raises stop iteration and raises stop iteration and exception. Okay, and we will see the key difference between iterables and iteration. Is that iterables is an object that returns a iterator, while an iteration is an object that provides sequential value at one time. I mean, one time it will gives the uh, result, while on iterators is an object that actually I mean execute do the actually do the iterating. Okay, in iter function is used to obtain the iterator for an iterable object. When a for loop is used with the iterable object such as list or string, it automatically calls the iter function to obtain a iterable, iterate, iterate, and then repeatedly call the next method, obtain each init. To obtain each init, the sequence until the end of the sequence is reached. And conclusion of iterable versus iterator is iterable is an object that can return a iter, while iterator is an object that provides sequence value one at a time. Okay, iterator is are the objects from the iterable using the iter function and are commonly used in Python to transfer sequence and read data from the files. That is the main difference between iterator and iterable. Okay, how to loop the iteration. Okay, how to loop the iteration. We'll see that. When we use for loop to iterate over the sequence such as a list or tuple or string, Python automatically create a iterator object from the sequence using iter function. Okay, iter function. The iterator is used to retrieve each item from the sequence at a time, come at a time, and the loop continues until the bin proceed. Loop until proceed. We will see the example of list. We'll take an example of creating a list. I mean how to loop an iteration. Okay, we'll go to Python. We will see the how the looping in the list. I mean looping works on iteration. Okay, we'll take some list example. Example list is equal to square bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and we will use for loop for item. Take item in a list. Okay, in a list, and we will print the item. Print the item. Take item. Sorry, items. It is items now. Items. Items. Run, and it will loop from 1 2 3 4 5. It will goes to from first to in a list. There is item. It will loop one by one. After 1, after 2, after 3, after 4, and we will go to some We'll write some examples. Uh, First, we will take example of we already completed a list example. We will go to so we'll okay. Next we will iterate iterate by okay. We will take tuple as an example using to loop to loop. Okay, and we will write tuple as alias as tuple. Okay, tuple is equal to analysis 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, while IR items. We will go for I in tuple tuple and print I. It same it will use as usual like 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. We will secondary. Here is one example. We will take another example that with the iter function, iter function to create an iterator and return the from a string on iterator from a string and iterate over its usage using a form loop. Okay, we will write example. We will take string is equal to hello, comma, hello, comma, lct. Okay, and iter string equal to testing, testing, and we will write look how my tell testing look it and print I will print it will see the good of it right just see HELL comma there is space take space also density. Okay, this is another example. Okay. Now we will go for fourth example. We will use next function to iterate. Iterate over string again. String character. We'll take string is equal to and direct string equal to string while true train in right train can next iter string accept stop iteration break no wait yeah use.go by next char next using next char it returns same iteration like lct l after c t and triple t on the that is the example by using next we will go for the example we'll use range now range range now range range function to generate a sequence number range and to function to generate this function to create an iterator that generates a sequence of numbers sequence of numbers. Okay, for example, for I in range we take 5 and I in range and I to returns the 1, 2, 3 numbers in range 0, 1, 2. For a range we take 0 numbers and it will display 0, 1, 2, 3. There is the fifth example of iteration. That is, those are the 5 examples. Okay, today we discuss about the uh, iteration versus iterables, iter versus iterable, and how to work with the iteration. And we seen 5 examples, and we yeah, what is iteration? First is what is iteration, and iter versus iterable. We discussed about how to loop an iteration, and we seen some 5 examples. Examples are first example is by using with tuple and by using tuple over a tuple to using loop and second example is iter function to create iterable of strings and iterate over the using for loops. After third example is next is a function to iterate over the string character by character. Okay, and if the example is range function to create an iteration and generates a sequence number. For example, as shown below, this 0, 1, and 3 and 4. It will take from 0. Range can take 0. By written here. Suppose we return 6 means it will give 6 values like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These are the iteration examples. Mm, That's it, guys, for today.